Mega Man X Legacy Collection.
Hello everyone, we Sonic the Hedgehog Gamer here, and welcome back to Mega Man X2. This time we're taking on Moth. Cause we need to defeat Real Gator, cause a very important power-up is here. Guess what it is? You may or may not be correct. Yeah! Yeah! Okay, so when you get into here, there's a weird, like, magnetic system here. So some areas you might jump higher, like here, or you might be more pushed to the ground. When you get around this area, use Real Gator. Because Real Gator can find secrets. And down here, we have a Dr. Light capsule. Mega Man X, enter the capsule. This enhancement will modify your body armor. With it, you can absorb damage and transfer it to explosive weapon energy. We have a Giga attack. That's basically what it is. It still does the reduced damage, so we're gonna be taking 50% less damage from now on. And BAM! Hits everything on screen. It's a screen killer. It's amazing. And of course, powers everything up. So now we have this to go with. In order to fill it up, just to show you how far this goes, all the way across the screen. In order to fill up the body armor for the Giga attack, you need to get hit with projectile energy, and then it'll be absorbed. You take half damage from everything, but it has to be energy in order to fill up the Giga attack. I'm trying to be cool here. Yeah. I should have learned by now. I am not. Hey-ya! What's interesting is when you're holding the charge, it doesn't do the sound effect, but if you only have... But if you fire one of your charge shots and hold on to the other, it does keep the sound if I recall. Over here, what up? Definitely grab it, it's free. Practically in your way. Whew. So I'm recording this late at night. Mini boss time! If you want an easier time with this boss, you're gonna want to beat Stag first, which we have. Oh no, we haven't actually. I'm doing this in a weird order. But the boss, which is that bug, is weak to Flame Stag's weapon. In fact, it's basically an instant kill. The idea is, while it's in that body armor is invincible. You have to destroy that in order to get to the bug. And Real Gator is perfect for carrying this thing out. Real Gator is, again, it's like the close range cousin of the Storm Tornado. Which makes it less useful because you have to be right on top of the target basically. But it's pretty dang powerful. Yeah. Try to intercept it when it's flying like that, because when it flies, it's going to go into the ground. Guaranteed. So, it's not really a tough boss, especially if you get the armor, it doesn't hit that hard. And it just jumps around. It's just more of an annoyance than anything. And then it just jumps around. But now it's dead. With a small energy for my troubles. These bugs are annoying. If they grab onto you, they're going to do one of three things. They're going to make you constantly dash, they're going to make you constantly jump, or they're going to make you constantly use your weapon. Which is bad if you have a weapon equipped. Okay, here. If you're wondering where the secret bonus boss room is here, it's where to the right of that guy, at the top of the ladder. If you can figure out a way to get up there, just want that freaking health. You having the boost upgrade will definitely help here. If you can just let go of the ladder and then dash. Because yeah, no, it's a air dash in this game. It's really helpful. These guys, when they fly, isn't as annoying as the ones on the ground. They're harder to hit, but that's about it. They'll dash straight at you if they are in line. But they don't do like any manipulation. Look how much that the spin wheel destroyed. Again, it's not very useful because it stays to the ground, but it freaking shreds. And look, because that thing's on me, it's gonna constantly make me use the wheel cutoff, which hilariously makes it kill itself. No, it's spin wheel, not wheel cutoff. Jump. Oh, it's a dash. And here's me showing the wheel cutter off on this thing. Using the wheel cutter is kind of dangerous as you can only have one at a time and you have to spawn it like right in. And it's not very effective against this guy because he flies and jumps half the time. And that's what happens if you accidentally charge spin wheel. Look at this, that thing was spawning, I spawned it right on top of it, and it's dead. Again, plop spin wheel on something, and they're dead. I guess it could just be any projectile attack, actually, because that was the sound of the Giga attack filling up. But it's dead, yes! And a 1-up, nice! I don't think there's an enemy that has a high chance to drop weapons or lives and all that. You know, like the classic Mega Man enemy from what was it? Armored Armadillo stage. Look, big guy. It typically takes like two charge shots. Dead with one spin wheel. Spin wheel is so strong. It's definitely one of my favorite weapons. It's not as useful as I like, but it's definitely helpful. But now it's time to talk about Moth. Fun fact about Moth. It has 2 phases. And there's 2 ways to get to those phases. We'll get to the second phase. But before that, it has a pretty basic pattern. It'll always start swinging to throw junk everywhere. It'll land on the ground. It's invincible on the ground, and it'll try to get junk going as well. And then it'll absorb trash. And here's something that I never noticed. Pay close attention to the guy. Pay attention to that little cocoon. Because one thing I did not know until, I want to say like the last time I fought him, which was like the 4th time I was fighting this guy, he grows. You can see him growing bit by bit here. And yeah, that's the reason why I kept failing right there. While even though I was jumping where I normally was, I kept getting hit. That's because he grew. And so it made it so that where I barely made it past him, I can no longer. He's a pain in the butt. But if you let him grow big enough, I think we saw at the end there, he'll detach from the ceiling, reattach, and go up into the sky and proceed to phase 2. Woo! Dodge that one. Well, it's not spinning, you can damage it. But the other way to do it is to deal a certain amount of damage. You need to deal more than half health in order for it to shift to the second phase, which I find to be easier than this one. As long as you remember not to freaking jump. You'll see why. It's close to this wall, so it's easier to make the jump. Again, I never noticed it grew. But yeah, no, if you let it grow too much, it'll go and evolve. If you deal too much damage, I think it even recovered health now. If you deal too much damage, it'll also head up and become what we saw. So what most monsters will do is slide down, don't jump! Slide down, drop some sparkles to try to trap you, and then it'll shoot a laser. The laser, if you're in front of him, the laser will be shot at you. If you dash underneath, he'll go right directly below him. You won't turn around. And whatever you do, do not jump into him! Again, the worst thing about this is if you hit the boss, if you make contact with the boss, that's like the most damage it can deal to you. So avoid jumping when he's diving at all costs. If he dives into you, that's gonna be like a third of your health. But as long as you remember to not jump, you should be able to well, not jump when he's diving. When he's doing that laser move, jump and shit at him. But yeah, no. Outside that, he should not be that much of a problem. Again, I say the first phase is the worst. Just avoid contact. Anyways, with him down, and as you can see, one of the 3 Maverick Hunters buggered off. That's because I didn't challenge them when I tackled the stage. They will leave if you tackle the stage they're in, whether you fight them or not. If you don't fight them, then they just bugger off. If you do fight them, they still will just bugger off. So, yeah. You're gonna be very mindful of your order when you if you try to fight them. But now that we're taking on Flame Stack, ride this beetle up all the way in order to find yourself a sub-tank. Bam. Bam. And bugger off. I have no idea how you get that one up there. I assume it's with the beetle, but I never figured out how. I hate this part. Here I'm charging a double shot because lava's coming. I am holding both the fire button, the dash button, and the jump button here. Quickly kill that thing with whatever you have, grab that, and get moving. If you run into the lava, it's not game over because you'll be pushed to the top of it. However, the lava deals a lot of damage, and if you get, it's easy to get consumed. I think this is like one of the only times I was able to grab the hot tank without being succumbed to the flames. It's not easy. It might have been better to have that beetle attack the above area. But another one spawned in. I'm pretty sure another one's supposed to spawn in the first area, but when I was doing my test run, I couldn't get that to happen. And the reason why I'm jumping out so high there is because I'm holding the dash button. If you hold dash, you jump out much farther. And there's the door for the X-Hunter. Double checking to make sure there's nothing up there. Down here. These pillows that will sink into the flames below. And this area, we have these gas containers things. And enemies with fire. Basically, what it is that they're going to try to light the gas on fire in order to try to burn you. These guys, this area is actually kind of, well, hard. You can never get through without getting hit a bunch. I don't think they respawn back. I could be wrong though. So be extra cautious. That's all I can say. Ow. Ow. Even when the bugger's off screen, I still get hit. But here's the Maverick. Nothing up here, sadly. Let's see. Flame Stack isn't actually that bad. I don't know why I cycle through my weapons. I'm not using any of them besides the X Buster. But here he is, Flame Stack. Flame Stack likes to pretty much be Sigma, and where he likes to jump on the walls. He has, let's see, other moves he has the flame move where he charges right at you. If you're on the wall, or just above him, there's a chance he might do a flame uppercut. It doesn't matter if you're on the wall or not. And he has a 1-2 punch. One of them will go onto the ground, so you're gonna have to jump over that one. The other one will go up to the roof, so stay off the wall. We'll go up the wall, so stay off the wall, like that. This guy isn't that bad. You just have to keep in mind there is a chance he'll do that. Besides that, he's not that difficult. And when he's about half health, his flames will turn blue. I'm not sure if that means anything or not. Either way, you're finished! Yeah! And with that, we got Speed Burner. It's just a flame shot forward. If you charge it though, you do get consumed in flames and charge forward, similar to what Flame Stack did to us. It can also be used in mid-air. So if you don't have the leg upgrade, you can use that as a replacement. But before that, let's take on Crystal Snail, why don't we? When I decide to click on it. Boom. Boom. Yeah, there's that noise. We have a red armor here, and this is a pain in the butt if you don't know what you need to do. You need to dash in order to get across there for the hot tank. Don't do it. Here's a little montage of how many times I freaking died trying to do this. I got like 3 game overs, and yeah, not fun. But what you're supposed to do is, I thought I could charge the speed button off, but what you're supposed to do is dash, jump, and you're supposed to tap the hover button, or the jump button, because that'll keep the thing in the air a bit longer. You want distance, not height. So that actually works. You don't have to use it, because if you have the strike chain, you can do that. But no, to tell you how much recording got cut off, it was like 34 minutes in total before I edited this part. It dropped to 28. Yeah. Actually, I think it was a bit higher, but still. Actually, no, it wasn't. I didn't read anything else. So yeah, that little montage there. That little montage there will definitely show you what happens if you don't do it right. There's multiple ways to do it. If you do the Giga attack, you do rise up in the air a bit and a bit forward, so you can use that for a bit of extra distance. Strike chain will pull you towards it a bit. If you have the dash boots, you can do that out of the red armor, I'm sure. So isn't enough time for the speed burner, and I'm trying to figure out what this is for. I figured it out later. You need to get the red armor when that green crystal the green crystal goes past you. It destroys the barricade that was blocking the red armor. And then you can jump into the red armor and then continue on, break those, climb up a bunch of platforms, and then you get to the secret door. I'm gonna show the secret door of this area, just because there's something special about it. And you just saw it right there. Destroy the crystal. I believe if you don't use Wheelgator's weapon, or if you don't kill it fast enough, it'll spawn another one of those sentries, and it's a bigger pain. Again, Wheelgator is just amazing, because it deals a lot of damage really fast. It makes it so that you don't have to worry about, you know, constantly attacking, because all you have to do is, well, jump it on top of it, and then just keep on dodging. You don't have to keep attacking. Here we go. Keep getting hit because I'm not amazing at this game. Mega Man X, enter the capsule. This enhancement will modify your radar. It uses some energy, but with it you can see objects you couldn't before. Good luck, Mega Man X. I don't know, I think I was just tired, so I sped through that, because the hot take was terrible. Again, tap the button, don't hover like I did. Equip Strike Chain for insurance. But with this, it says it uses energy. I don't know if that got changed or not. Because I spammed it before and it didn't really drain anything. So I don't know if that was changed in the Legacy Collection, or if that was just never the case, if there was some faulty programming. I never saw it drain before. But yeah, with that, you can spam in like every single square in order to find hidden stuff you couldn't see before. What an amazing ability! Sarcasm. I mean, it's a decent ability, but in the modern age, I mean, back then there really wasn't like guides. But in the modern age, you can just like look up everything, even if facts aren't correct. Because one thing about the X-Hunters that I've read up is the X-Hunters will leave in a certain order depending on how many Mavericks are left. I believe it was... Violet will leave when you defeat 5 of them. Well, no, you'll leave when you beat 6. The guy that starts with an A will leave at 7. And then... No, Sogus will leave when there's 7. When there's 7 defeated. And Agile will leave when all 8 are defeated. That's not the case. I find it to be more of... If you beat the stage they are in, whether you fought them or not, they'll leave. They'll bugger off. So, that's what that's for. Hello, Snail Boy. Okay, so this guy. He will shoot bubbles at you that will turn you to crystal, smash every button you have. Besides that, he will spin around and try to rocket at you. Pay attention to where he's facing, because he can only get fired where his top is facing. If you pay attention to the bottom of his shell with the gray line, you'll know where he is. And if he's in your direction, well, if he's facing you, there's a chance he will go and dash at you. Sometimes he'll dash somewhere else in order to get a different angle. But just be prepared, because if he's going to attack you, he's going to do it when it's facing you. Besides that, if you try to shoot at him, he might block it with his shell. And there's one more thing that we are not going to be able to see here, because I died. Okay, but we have an extra life, so we're good. This one you can try to get a cheap shot in. He's basically the armored armadillo of the group. Fight me, coward! So if you fire it off right away, you might get a cheap shot. If you can just shoot it right when he is trying to do the crystal attack, you can slip by. Woo. But it's a tough timing. But you can shoot the shell in order to move it. And just try to stay out of the way of the crystals. this seems to be a good strategy, is try to push him into the corner, and then keep hugging the wall. And yeah, sometimes he'll just won't block. He'll always go for the movement attack, the dash into attack, when you're frozen. Oh, crystallized. So, yeah. You definitely do not want to be crystalled! That was actually a pretty good snipe. I'm not even mad about that one. Woo! Wrong way! Sometimes if you... Frick! God, that happened! Sometimes if you can break it out of it... Well, no. Sometimes if you can hit him like right before he fires the next wave... No, that's not it. I mean, if you get frozen right before... Well, right after... Yeah, right before he's about to fire another one, you can give yourself a bit more time because he has to play through that animation. Yeah, those cover like a general arc, it seems. So if he's like all the way in the corner, you should be safe in the complete opposite side. Oh hey, here's the other thing he can do. He can slow down time. I couldn't hit him with a silk shot. Not like it matters really. Yeah, being slowed down is kind of a pain. Oh yeah, that's what that ability is. Never mind, I just remembered. I was trying to remember what his gives you, and yeah, that's right, it slows down time. It also slows you down as well, so it's basically as if this effect that's happening right here is applied to everything. It does leave him open once he does that attack, and you move fast enough to dodge everything. It's just annoying. It just slows down the fight. But that's it, we defeated him, and now all that's left is like what, 4 more? 3 more? I think we're at 3. Get into the ones I don't like. With that, we got the Crystal Hunter. And that's not really a hunter. It has the unique property of being able to crystallize enemies, and you can use them as platforms. Which is required to beat the game, by the way. So it's a good thing we get it. But because I beat a stage with... Because I beat 3 stages with excellent edits, they're not gonna bother us anymore. That's all for this time. This is Resign the Gamer. I hope you enjoyed the so far, and I'll see all you guys again next time. See you guys then.